We
Sure.
see a rebalancing in the labour market. We see from this week's data alone that labour is not as in demand as it was. We also saw pretty benign inflation data today. Is the Fed's job done?
Well, that's what Jerome Powell would like to know. It could be. They're right on the verge. If you have this sort of image of climbing a hill and you're sort of right at the top and you don't know whether you should go a little higher or a little lower, that's about where the Fed sees itself right now. I think there's a reasonable chance, but probably less than 50% that they're done. My best guess is they're going to go up another notch, but it's a guess at this point.
How long do you think that we're going to sit at terminal before eventually they normalize?
I think that'll be a while, unless inflation behaves somewhat differently than most people think. That is to say, falls by a lot pretty fast. I think they'll be up in the range where they are now, or maybe 25 basis points higher or 25 basis points lower for a while, until they're pretty confident that inflation has stabilized. Let me say at 2%. I don't necessarily mean that if Jerome Powell was talking to you right now, he'd probably say something a little differently. But when I say 2%, I don't necessarily mean 2.0% exactly. It's unrealistic to think a central bank can hit a target that precisely. But, in the mid to low twos, I think they'll be happy to get there and want to see if the economy is going to stay there rather than inflation go up again.